Yes.
That would be insane.
That would be your fault. It is your fault. It is your fault.
You did this. What a glorious entrance.
That was great.
Yes.
You knew it was happening, and it was just like building up.
It's like, finally, he enters the main story.
This is the unhinged, broken scratch.
Please don't cancel us. The adjective for each of us.
No, that's just the first episode.
Oh, okay.
Don't get too excited.
All right. That's fine. No, it's fine.
Don't get too
We're good.
ecstatic. Yeah, don't get too ecstatic. Welcome to the most spellbinding podcast in the world. This is a podcast of a podcast for We're Alive. We're doing season 2. Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're
it's
right.
basically episode 14 or episode 13, chapter 1 of 2, and the title is Coming Home.
Coming home.
All right, coming home.
I'm coming.
Yeah. Last episode was very, very good. This episode, some people has an opinion that this is kind of boring. We're gonna keep his name not mention. His name rhymes with clay. But I think it's fun. I think it's great.
It was a good episode.
We finally. It's like washing. It's like what I said in a previous episode. It's like scratching an itch.
Yes, and it's finally been itched.
At least nobody knows who that rhymes with because no one said their names.
I know exactly. Like, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, my name is AJ.
Oh, crap.
Waka.
Jay.
Ace.
Welcome.
You know what's funny though? My name is AJ. It rhymes with clay too.
Yeah, it was him. It was all him.
Got him.
I didn't say it was a boring episode.
I know what you mean. I don't think it was you. All right. Anyway. Okay. What do we think about this episode? Except for Jay, what do you guys think?
It was boring. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just finally happy that the family is finally entering in. I mean, I'm happy. I can only imagine Ace because he's been waiting for this to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when? Since when? When did you start searching for this family?
I've never heard of him. I don't know.
Okay.
This is the first for me.
Yeah.
Bro, since 2014, I've been wanting more info on the family.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
oh my gosh. Almost 11 full years later.
Jeez, just talking about
Is this when they get introduced, like Scratch and Latch?
That's when I got into the series initially. Was
Gotcha.
End of 2013, beginning of 2014.
Right.
Like that's when I learned about We're Alive.
Yeah.
And so that's when I was going through and I met the characters.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just glad that I don't know if this is a whole planned out by Casey to dive in more into this. I mean, it feels like that way, but I'm just glad that we are getting like it feels like it's as big it's as big deal as the infected. The family is like ranking.
I agree.
Infected then family.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the importance of this whole thing. But
At
yeah.
least the intricacies of it.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Which is funny because so far we're in 2 episodes in on season 2. We've only encountered kind of one infected. You know what I mean?
Have we?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, because we heard it.
Yeah, we heard
this
it.
episode. We
That's
heard
about
one.
that's about it.
Yeah.
But then again, they were in the plane. Like
What is the
first episode?
What was the proper name to it? Because I've been hearing it over. It's like, is it Wrecker, Rocker,
Muck Rocker or something like that?
or Muck?
It's like a
I thought it was
Yeah.
Wreckers,
Mud
but it's
Rucker
not.
or
Muck.
Wrecker?
It's Muck.
Muck Wrecker.
Wrecker.
Muck
Yeah.
Wrecker.
Yep.
That sounds.
I know.
legit. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So it's a fun episode.
Yes.
Let's dive into this.
Can't this thing go any faster? We've completely lost them on the radar.
The manual says that this is as fast as it can go. It's full throttle already, but that will decrease our fuel efficiency.
They're in a better plane. We told you this. What do you expect?
No. Damn it.
Easy now.
We started off with Will, Nick, and Nakoma. Mainly Nick freaking out and Will explaining what's happening. They're flying in full throttle and losing Vincent and Vera. They don't really know where they're at now at this point. Will told them that they are already there based on the speed of their plane. And this alerted Nick because for that distance and the estimated landing distance between planes, it'll be harder to track them. That's what worried him the most, because while they're still in the plane, you can see them. There's no other place they can go. You know what I mean? Because you can see them right there. But once they landed, they could be anywhere else. And that would be a lot harder
when
to
someone's
track.
in a car 80 feet ahead of you, you're like, cool, they're in the car.
Yep.
I might not be able to see them 80 feet ahead of me, but I know they're in the car 80 feet ahead of me.
Yep.
But the moment, they pull into Walmart and walk into Walmart, you're like, okay, they could be literally
Anywhere.
in this building. Like,
Yeah, especially
and
to
it's
the
going to take some time to track.
especially to on the time, the timeline, because we know that you would say about half an hour
So
distance.
when I was listening to it, I thought
say
that
that's
he
fair.
was saying
Yeah.
that they had lost where they were at, and so the amount of as far as they could have gotten was a 4-mile zone.
Yeah,
and so
4-mile
So
radius.
they didn't
Mile zone.
like it was that they weren't concerned about losing them on the ground. They were concerned because they had lost them in the sky, and the area that they could have gotten to was a 4-mile area, and that's why they were saying like, so we're gonna have to fly around and look for them. And they're like, well, yeah, but it should be pretty easy because they should have had a landing strip of some area, kind in that 4-mile zone.
Yeah, but if you think about it though, in that 4-mile zone, wherever they land, by the time they land, who knows which direction they go.
Oh well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
but I didn't think that was what they were referring to in there. I mean,
No,
yes,
but
that's still a fact.
But I think that's what the reason why he's freaking out.
That's why he's freaking out, is because he's like they're already moving faster than us. Now they've got a head start on the second part of their journey.
Nick,
And like we have to find a way to find where they landed, catch up to them, find out where they're going. Like it's just adding more steps to them.
except for
getting
Nick,
away.
kind of freaks out about everything.
That's a given.
He doesn't really process anything, and he just goes 200 miles an hour no matter what, and doesn't think anything tactically out.
Yeah. But when he does though, it works out. You know what I mean? Because
He does in combat, but when he's out of combat, he doesn't think.
Yeah,
so much.
no. Even when they landed, that's when he like, okay, so this is the case. This this is what we're gonna do. We gotta look around where they at, and then that's when Nakoma said, or blood. Yeah, something like that. No, I mean like blood. You know what I mean? Like he can process everything when he knows. Okay, I gotta.
When someone
focus.
tells him that he has to.
No, because that scene, Nakoma told him, hey, you gotta focus up and figure this out.
That's what I'm saying. When someone tells
That's
him,
what he's saying.
Yeah, somebody has to
tells
calm
to
him
shut
down
up
and pull him
think,
back.
Like, he actually shut up and thinks.
Right, right.
Otherwise, he's just a loose cannon, which I think is going to get him in trouble.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just like Saul at that point.
It's true.
It's almost exactly
Oh
like
my
Saul.
gosh!
Like,
Oh my
Saul's
gosh!
very
he was the definition of a loose cannon. He's
But-
like, I'm not waiting, and just took the truck and left.
But
and
Saul
everybody
was
at the
fun
airport,
about it.
Like
Huh?
Saul was fun
he
about
had
it.
years on it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. He had years and like better-esque training.
Yeah, Nick is not fun about it.
He's a teen.
I'm kind of like
It's a tank.
He's a kid.
getting kind of annoyed with him right now.
We haven't even talked about it. Okay, we barely talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you, Nick. Okay, now we quickly change to Vera and Vincent. They just arrived.
All right, we're here.
And where is here?
Good old swamplands of Louisiana. Bugs the size of your fist, and mosquitoes that'll bleed you dry. You're gonna love it. Hurry up now.
Vincent avoids telling her who she really is. He said it has to be done in person. Now, okay. Now, I know this is for story purposes, yes, right? But I want to know why.
Why he didn't feel he was the person to say it?
Yeah.
Because
why?
the person who should say it is her father.
Yeah, but...
You don't walk up to someone and say, hey, I'm taking you to meet your real dad. you take him to meet someone, and then they reveal, "Hey, I'm your dad."
No, I get that, but wouldn't that be more? I guess it really depends. If this is like in IRL, it really depends on how would they react. IRL means in real life. By the way.
I knew that one, but I was gonna say, hey, you might want to say that for the other people. I did know IRL, but I appreciate
I got this
good,
one.
Good looking out.
Anyway,
I'm not that old.
Anyway, I feel like
Ish.
okay, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like to calm her down and to make her. I mean, he ended up making her go to him, willingly. But it's like, hey, listen, I know you're freaking out, but remember your dad. You're gonna meet your dad.
He didn't say that.
No.
Oh, but he could have.
He could have to calm her down.
But
now that's
here's
why,
the thing that I don't think that would calm someone down.
No.
No.
This guy that you've only heard about but left you as a kid, like
Yeah.
I feel like I could have added so many more obstacles than literally just blind making you say like, yeah, you have to blindly listen to me because you don't have a choice. Because the moment you find out it's something that personal, it could open up a thought process of, maybe I do have a choice. Like this, like the game is changing. You're supposedly working for my dad, which means you're working for me, and it can open up a can of worms. Not saying it's gonna go that way, but it changes the entire dynamic rather than just being a basic kidnapping. Like,
So I don't think she would have understood all that because she wouldn't have known. He would have had to explain the concept of the family and that he was working for the family and what that meant and what that power gave to her. But I do think that him saying that at that point, all she knew was that this dude abandoned her when she was, either before she was born or when she was an infant or something like that. So there's a deep-seated resentment in there. And so if you hear that, it's a 50-50 shot of whether you're like, oh, I want to go meet my dad, or screw him.
No, this is why I think because of that, that's one of the two reasons why she would go with him. Because first, I have a huge resentment. I'm gonna tell you off. Hey, you've done this. You left my mom. You left us, and things like that. I have to tell him. And second, we know this eventually during dinner when she asked Fingers and Vincent, this huge table, how many people are in here? And Fingers said, "See, I told you she's curious." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's possible.
So knowing that, hey, this is your dad. My
but
dad
she's
is gone.
also been taken into a completely different field from just being a kidnapped person. Because the whole time that it's just her and Vincent, she's just a kidnapped person. Like that's all it is. But the moment that she's in there and then Fingers is trying to take care of her, while the kidnapper is like, okay, maybe like this person playing 100% the nice guy, being Fingers, like they're 100% the nice person, trying to take care of you, trying to like almost waiting on your every whim to a point. Versus the guy that's like, yeah, you're gonna get tranked and you're gonna go with me. So it like that part will add to a level of curiosity versus just the guy that kidnapped you. It doesn't matter what he says; he could be making crap up. You never know.
Yeah.
Because
it's like, if this is your dad, right? You're gonna meet your dad, and if you really know more about him, follow me.
I think the other thing though is
that would have had to be something that was said earlier.
I think beyond that though, like that would have opened up a lot of questions, and he couldn't really answer them.
That's why
of the family.
You could use that as a leverage. If you have a lot of questions, then you have to come with me. You know what I mean? Instead of like this, you leave her blank, and then that will cause her to be like, well, I mean, there's already a curiosity of like, why did you take me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like, and I know there's the element of surprise per content wise, you know what I mean, story wise, storytelling wise. But I just thought maybe it could be an order from Oliver too. Don't tell her anything. I'm gonna tell her.
It could literally be like military, like you're only supposed to find out from your leaders. Like like this person's supposed to be the sharer of information. My job is to get things done. This person's job is to spread the information. And it could be something as basic as that. Like
well,
I think
like, I know all the information, but it's not my place to say it, so I'm not going to say it. Like,
because Vincent even said that's how we operate. Yeah. That's what he said.
I think it's as simple as it wasn't his place to say where that it was her father that he was taking her to.
He even said he wasn't the right. He felt that he wasn't the right person.
Right.
To take.
Yeah. I
think that's valid.
I just want to know, like, Like it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Now we can hear Vera struggling to get up due to the dart. Vincent gave her the katana because she seems attached, and I said, "Oh, really? You think?" But she still doesn't know. Like in this whole scene, Team A and Team B, right? I'm referring to Vera and then Nicoma's team. None of them knows that this katana is from CJ. So nobody in this scenario can confirm that katana is CJ. It's
so funny. I can't
not
wait
even
for
Oliver
that to come out.
Right?
Yeah.
Not even Oliver.
Oliver doesn't know.
Oliver doesn't know.
Because it was gone before him.
Yeah. So nobody could confirm this.
Do you think she was told about it though?
Who?
No way.
Vera?
No way.
No, I mean like with her mom. Do you think at some point when she was young with her mom, her mom mentioned about it? No.
About what?
No, because
Her
here's
sword,
the thing.
her katana.
Even the only way that I feel like she would know about the katana is from the story of survival.
Yeah.
I feel like the katana's in there because the katana's the thing that dealt with feeling the final blow. But who in their right mind at this point in time, almost 20 years later, would be like, oh yeah, this katana's the one that got buried 60 feet underground? Like, yeah, that's this. What? Who would ever think that?
Wouldn't Alvin have confirmed that? If he was like...
He could have, but
he didn't mention it in the first episode.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I think it's just unknown.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I think it could be really cool if CJ sees it.
Yeah.
Because as of now, CJ's really the only person that could confirm it.
Yeah.
I think
I feel like it would be so displaced from anybody else from the original cast.
Victor can confirm it.
Why would he be able to confirm it?
That's true.
CJ, Victor, CJ,
because
Victor,
those are the three that spent that time.
Dunbar, that's right.
Oh.
Because remember Saul and Victor together?
I agree with that.
Yeah. Victor would.
He also might be the person most likely to see it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But I feel like
he's the one going out and coming back.
I feel like this could be like the ending part. You know what I mean? Like when CJ and Vera will see each other, and then Vera's holding the katana. It's like, oh.
I think it's a good possibility that her dad could take her back to Westport, and there'd be a reunion at that point. Because this is the second episode in, and she's meeting her dad. Obviously, she wants to get back to her mom.
Yeah.
He obviously still has feelings for her mom.
Wait, how do you say obviously?
The way he even said, you're so much like your mother. Like he didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
It seems like there's some kind of fondness still hidden there.
They didn't like get divorced and bad separation. He had to leave for other reasons.
He left because of life obligations, not because of any sort of negative feeling.
Yeah,
like,
so
he's
he's
like,
still probably
gotta go. Bye.
Probably is in love with CJ.
Do they know that he's the one who killed what the heck is his name? Simeon?
Simeon?
Yeah, they know.
Yes. Yeah. The whole colony knows that.
Right. Oh yeah.
So
but I think it's gonna go a slightly different way than what you're thinking. I think it's gonna be the opposite.
CJ's gonna come to the family?
He's gonna end up coming down. Yeah.
It just dawned on me.
Because of all the drama happening over at Westport right now.
I can ask later.
I think that's going to end up making her have to flee, and she'll show up there in the long term.
Or, flip side, the family comes there to support her and help her with Westport.
And I think it would turn into that at a later time. So I think, I think that they will end up helping, but I think it would be kind of after the fact.
But I think I think it's both. But I'm leaning more on what A said of CJ going there. It's because through Mara, Ruth, and Dean going there. Okay. Because once they figure out...
I think they're going to try and smuggle her out.
Yeah. Once they figure out that...
that she's been taken to
She's been taken, and she like, Mara and Ruth will be like, I know where they went.
To the bayou.
Yeah. You said you have a question?
No, I just realized Oliver's showed up in this chapter, but I could ask later. But I want to know if the other two is going to appear.
Yeah. They should. Who knows?
Oliver adopted them since he
was... And then Vera cut him with the katana.
Yeah.
Which kind of turned out that's a good thing. You know what I mean? A blessing in disguise. Now, what are the odds of this mission that what do you say? What are the odds of his mission? He found Vera. Oh yeah. So, do you think based on this? So when he saw Oliver, right? He said, "Well, I'm here." Does that mean he was ordered to take Vera?
No, I think that when he pieced it together of who Vera was, knowing who she is to Oliver, he had built a very strong alert or a mission that, okay, someone important, someone royal in the family is in trouble. I need to do something about it. So I can say that Vincent's not a bad guy, but I think out of duty, knowing who she is, he had to step up at the plate to save her from the predicament that she was in. That's what I think. I don't think it's a mission at all.
Yeah, I don't think like he was sent there for her or anything like that. I think it was a, oh shoot, this is someone from the family. Oh shoot, this is the boss's kid. I'm saving her and I'm taking her somewhere safe. Like, I think it was more of like, it's just more of their code than anything of like, hey, I need to make sure the family's safe and it's the boss's kid, so I'm going to take an extra step.
I think it's like a secondary underlying order across the board. If anyone from the family's out on a mission and they encounter his daughter, bring her home.
But I think because no one knows about her. It was just only the three that mentioned they were on a mission to look after her and protect her. But now that she's outside of those three's area of watching her, now they figure out there's a kid out there for Oliver.
No, I think the family knows.
I think the family knows.
Yeah, I think the family knows.
No, didn't you? Okay, if you re-listen to...
I thought Mira said that most people don't know.
No one knows. It was just those three.
Well, no one knows maybe outside of the family or in Westport.
Well, I mean, even think about it. Even the Boar's like, I didn't know he had a kid.
Yeah, but
and Mira's
she's not part
Mira's
of the
like,
family.
yeah, it's kind of
she's not a Blackburn.
Like, to know.
No, I think because she's not a Blackburn.
I mean, maybe, but I took it as it's a more.
If I remember the episode right, when Ruth was telling Pegs that no one know about Vera, is because if they did know, they will use her as leverage to fight back at Oliver.
So, and I mean that's still the point that no one knows outside of Blackbird. But okay, think about this. Okay, what will be some of the information that Vincent could piece together? Vera only said Oliver, right?
Yeah.
No last name. She only said Oliver. She didn't say her mom, CJ. She just said Oliver. Now, what are the odds, like taking a huge risk? How many people has named Oliver in their timeline? I mean, I don't know, but Oliver is a common name.
Yeah.
He also said that was the last piece of the puzzle that kind of made it all click.
Because when they met them, she was a guardian, right?
Right.
That's one information. He found out her name, and then he found out that her dad is Oliver. What else besides being from Westport?
I believe that they know about Oliver's mission. He was known as Jeremy, and he may have reported that he was out at the colony for some time.
Uh-huh.
I bet everything he did there was well known. Because he found out later that he had a kid.
No, I get that, but Vera never mentioned about Jeremy. She just said Oliver.
Right, but they would know Jeremy would become Oliver, and they would know Jeremy and Oliver, like,
you know,
it would still be able to connect the dots. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't see that as too far of a leap.
No, from Vera, like he will connect that from Vera.
I think that they knew that. Yeah, I think that they would know that.
I don't even think Vera know who Jeremy is.
No, she only knew in the letter that she read. If you go back and listen to season 1, she only knew that her dad was named Oliver. His real name was Oliver, but nothing more. But I believe Jeremy or Oliver may have, reported his mission to everyone, even told that he was with CJ, but that was it.
Yeah.
But may have not known that a kid was born.
Yeah, because to me, it's like it's a lot easier to connect all the dots if Vincent knows that there's a kid
Yeah. Otherwise, that's a huge
not
stretch
necessarily,
of
not necessarily knowing the name. It's just he knows that Oliver has a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know we'll find out more about that probably in the next episode about where they'll get more specific and like this is how we knew who you were. Like,
right.
Because as of now, we only know that the final bit of information is how we put it all together. So I'm hoping that in the next episode, like we'll find out more about like what the other pieces were.
Yeah.
Because it could be, everybody knows he's got a kid out there somewhere, had a kid out there somewhere.
Well, not necessarily like everybody, like
specifically the Blackburns knew. Or
look, I think more of like the inner circle in the Blackburn, like Oliver, Fingers, Vincent. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like the whole Blackburn, but it's known within this inner circle.
Yeah, it could be as little as just the 5 people or 6 people. It could be like, oh, well, it was only supposed to be these people that know, but everybody knew, and that's why you came back, is because we're like, we know you're in danger. Like,
right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So do you think that Mira knew because she was with a Blackburn?
Actually, I have a question about that. I was going to bring it up later.
Mira was straight up told because that's her mission.
Right, because she's an Amsel.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that later on. It's just Oliver. I mean, maybe because we're talking right now. I'm introducing myself. I don't have the last thing that he said. I'm Oliver, your dad. You know what I mean? And then it ended. But he should mention that I've been watching out for you, and I sent people there, Mara, Ruth, and Dean, to save you, or to take care of you.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of said that, but not in those lines. He says, "I know everything about you."
Yeah.
I mean, so he pretty much said it. But
he just said that I know about you. That's it. Yeah.
He did like the say it without saying it kind of line. But I definitely agree with you there, Buggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Low fuel.
Yeah, thank you, Will. I may not know much about planes, but I get what a warning means.
I can't see anything out this window. Just lots of trees and scattered houses and shit. There's no lights, nothing to get our bearings.
Oh, man, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Withdrawals or air sick?
Both.
Hey, suck it up, man. I need you with me for this.
Should we find a field or a highway, maybe any place that's flat?
There, I see it. Big open clearing up ahead. That has to be the airport.
Hell yeah! I told you I needed you, man.
All right, now level off. Run through all the steps like I told you.
Okay,
got it. I'll handle the switches. Nick, you got
the sticks. I got it.
Whew. All right, gears down.
I can't see much.
Little more to the right. There, straighten out.
Yeah, keep that nose up.
I'm trying.
Ease down the throttle nice and steady.
It's coming up.
Start to bring the sticks towards you. Ease back and...
Down.
I am.
Pull back on the throttle.
Oh, shit.
Too late.
Brakes!
There's no landing gear. We're not on the runway anymore.
I know.
Reverse the thrusters. Well.
Okay, got it.
They landed rough, and then Nick said, "Any landing you can walk away from is a good one."
It's a good landing.
Good
Valid point.
Yeah,
I love that line.
Valid point.
Yeah, and Nicole said, "This might be the last thing. This is the last time this thing is flying."
Yeah.
And then they have a little bit of conversation. Nick said,
I don't think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I don't think you guys realize how impressive it is just being able to get talked through a landing like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, zero fly time, zero time, like looking at this stuff before this flight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've sat in a cockpit and like, I have been a part of some of that stuff. I had a friend who was trying to log in like flight hours and stuff like that to get his aviation license. So like, he took me up, he let me steer in the air. Didn't do much. I mostly just held it still, but like, still getting to do that, dude. I was nervous, and he had 99% control.
Oh,
to
wow.
have to do that and have 100% control out of nowhere.
Yeah.
F that.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Nekoma giving them like instructions, but it's like it doesn't matter, you know.
So do you know if you go to flight school, like day one they have you up in a plane flying.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They want you to start like right away. Yeah.
Yeah, they want
It's insane.
zero gap in anything. They're like, oh, you're excited to go? Go.
I guess that's the best way to learn something. You know what I mean? Just do it.
Get up there.
You know what I mean? So now Will and Nick had a conversation and explaining that, you know, I'm sorry about this and that, and then Nick said, no, you actually did a great job.
Sorry about that.
Hey, don't be. You did great, Will. I'm proud of you, man.
Oh,
Are you okay? Are you gonna puke again?
no, it's just no one's ever said that to me before. Proud of me. Is that strange?
No, not for someone from Prim. We'll work on that, okay?
Now Will get emotional.
Oh,
Right. I'm proud of you.
When
Yeah,
Nick
he
said,
said-
Proud of me?
I'm proud of you. Yeah. It reminds me of that one scene in Blindside. Like, I've never had one. Oh yeah, this room is yours. A bed. Ugh.
you never had your own room?
Dang.
Bro.
Said that so passively too. Just
Yeah.
a bed.
A bed.
That was a great movie.
He was
Blindside?
stun
Oh,
locked.
yeah.
He's like,
So
I don't know
good.
what to do here.
I saw this one video of the students. It's one of those Hope Corps. Like, I hate watching those because I always cry. But the students surprised their teacher with a cake because it's his birthday. And then the teacher said, I've never had a cake. Oh my God.
Dang. Wow.
How sad.
I
For
know.
Real.
Every
And you're a
student
teacher at
started
this
crying.
point.
I never had a cake. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, so this whole thing, I'm
My
proud.
emotions.
I'm proud of you. Then Nick said we'll work on that later. It's so sweet.
Right.
And then I wrote down, Will is gonna die.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Wow, man, Will is
If he
like,
dies, I'm taking it out on you.
dang.
That might be a good call right there. You might have
Hey,
nailed
I
that
said
one.
the same thing about that girl Ruby. I mean, she didn't die. You know what I mean? So I might should start calling this so he won't die.
Remember, nobody is safe.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Nobody's
None of us safe. Will is gonna die.
You know, low-key in that series, I mean, I'm jumping into it. The one that really irked me is that he ripped the journal.
I know we talked about that. Yeah, like
He ripped the journal.
He ripped the journal and then tossed it in water.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. They checked the cargo. They saw Vincent's plane.
Yes.
They checked the cargo and saw guns. Will checked the inside and saw nobody, but saw the blowgun. And then I said in here, well, so much for the mile-gun pistol / darts, theory.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see that. I mean, I guess I'm the only one who's looking forward to that. But
No, you were not.
oh yeah. When I suggested that, I could picture it.
I don't
know-
remember that.
In that scene when they said blowgun, that just dawned on me. I was like, oh, it's a blowgun. Here, I thought it was a blow dart. I'm being racist, thinking that she had an actual pipe that she can blow the dart through.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
That's what.
No,
it was?
it's a blowgun. I mean, it's a blowgun dart. I have to look it up.
Oh yeah. It's a blowgun.
Yeah, I thought it was like because she's Indian. She has a little.
She is?
I'm assuming she's Indian.
No, she's
But
native.
she's native Indian.
Yeah.
Because she made that line early on when she was blessing over the.
Yeah, that's a
native Indian line.
And then eventually when they were walking and she talked about the land taking over and healing and things like that.
Yeah.
She could have just been crazy.
Cool, honestly.
Well, she was
It was
shot with the dart.
It was the dart effect.
Just calling it like it is.
Fair.
So while they're doing that, this is when Nekoma saw the blood and her tracker ability showed up. What a amazing
Okay, you're right.
talent.
She's Native American.
Wait, what is it? What is it? What?
The tracker, because I said about the tracker. It's like,
That's
I
right.
confirm it.
Please don't cancel us.
I've said so many
cancel
things
him.
in this podcast.
Yeah.
And like what Nekoma said, her tracker ability will come in handy.
Yeah.
This is at night, right?
Yeah, it's at night.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, they're at night.
Yes, at night, because Will said turn on the light later on.
Yeah.
And they said nope, you don't want that because your eyes will
Have
adjust.
to adjust.
Yeah.
It'll take longer for your eyes to adjust.
Yeah, and then Nick agreed.
Which was honestly such a good point. I'm so happy
Such a
that
great point.
things like that are coming out here.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah. Did you guys know that was the reason why Pirates has eye patch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way when
have eye patch?
the light changes so much, they'll pop one eye, the eye patch up, so that way they can see perfectly.
In the dark.
Because one will already be accustomed to the dark.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not because they're missing an eye. It's to adjust in the dark when they go inside.
Could have been that also.
Yeah,
Don't take that
that's
away
true.
from us.
Yeah.
Don't you rob me of this.
The missing leg, that has nothing to do about anything. They're just missing leg. That's the trope about pirates. But the eye patch is because of that, going inside and out.
You still have that? What even is it?
It's my grandma's journal. She used to study them out in the field. Wanted to help people know what they were up against.
And she could only do that because she was immune.
Not exactly. Being immune doesn't mean they won't kill you. She put herself at risk to do all of this.
Does it say anything about the infected in this region?
Southeast red zone. Deciduous woodland. The dominant species in this biome are the muckrakers. Solitary species and incredibly territorial. Will lethally defend its hunting grounds even against other muckrakers. Known for burrowing and hiding just below the surface in the swamplands, and ambushing its prey. Slow, but strong. As long as you survive the initial attack, you have a good chance of getting away. Soft hide, usually under the neck, very thick everywhere else. The older they are, the more resilient their skin becomes. Resembles something like a cave troll from fictional materials.
Now we got introduced to the muckrakers infected. And they and he said that they're like Tanya in her book said they're like cave trolls. I was so impressed that Tanya got this far, like really far with her studies. It's unbelievable.
It kind of showed how much longer she lived too.
Yeah,
because she lived long enough for a lot of this evolution stuff to happen.
Right. Yeah, and
it almost seems like she lasted like 5, 6, 7 years maybe, but it's like,
or
no,
even to this day
lived.
Yeah, I know.
Like
just
a
saying.
good amount.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's what I was gonna say too, because it's like if she gotten this far, the theory of her being the director is not that it's getting closer.
It's almost more defensible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost more defensible for sure.
Knowing how far she went, when how Nick explained it in detail, I was like, she must have got really close. Either she snuck up and watched them and wrote her notes down, or took a dead one and took her notes then, because it was detailed how Nick was explaining the mud wrecker.
Yeah.
Muck wrecker, right?
Wreckers. I don't know.
And I do think it's a lot more like that.
Yeah.
I think she was able to get her hands on a lot of dead ones over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she had to get her hands on a lot of them.
Wait, because I mean,
hang on.
Yeah.
I just had a thought pop in my head. What if she isn't a part of
the cult?
the cult? She's a part of who's the guy who their Prim is shipping off? Yeah, the Republic, where they're shipping off all the infected to.
That's a good point. I forgot.
Unless they're selling it to her.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah. I don't think she will go. Oh, I guess unless our theory of them getting framed against each other is more solid, then because I don't think she will be.
At the end of the day, I'm really hoping she's not alive. I don't think I would be disappointed if she is, but like, I think it's cool to think of her as like that legend that passed.
Keep her dead.
Not as much of
keep her dead.
Yeah, right. Not as much of like, oh, like this legend, like she did all this stuff. She revolutionized everything. Oh, by the way, she's right there. Yeah. Like, wait, what?
No, just imagine though. Imagine. I thought about this. Imagine if she's alive and Hope is dead.
We still have to dive into that more.
If she's alive and then she found out, oh, Hope is dead, by the way, from Judd.
That would break her.
Judd, your disciple Judd. killed Hope.
Yeah, right.
That's if. That's only if.
That would be.
Yes.
That would be insane.
That would
It's
be
your
brutal.
fault. It is your fault. It is your fault.
You did this.
Can you imagine her breaking down at that moment, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, not even a joke, for sure. All right, so now Nekoma, because of her tracker ability, figure out that Vera is going willingly, based on their footprints. And then after that, we change to Vera and Vincent walking to the estate or the mansion or the villa, whatever you want to call that.
That's a mansion.
Place, yeah.
Oh, I had to look up an appropriate look of the mansion or the castle that she calls it, because the picture I had was the castle in Castlemania or Castlevania. Castlevania. I was like, it can't be that big. That's too fantasized-ish type of house. But I had to look at a typical appropriate looking building. I was like, dang, that's huge.
It is huge. Well, Finger said there's 3 rooms upstairs and there's more downstairs.
Three floors upstairs and more downstairs.
Yeah.
That's insane to think about, man.
Yeah.
It's
So I wonder-
absolutely insane.
I was wondering if the families like live in that estate.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
It sounded like, because I don't think so this is something I'm curious about. So Victor Fingers made the statement that because this is his house, he thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Right.
Yeah, we'll
But-
get into that. Yeah.
I don't think that's his house that he owns, because you would assume that Oliver is the one who's in charge of the house, but that would kind of mean that it might be like a Blackburn residence.
Yes.
Totally. And so the family Blackburn and extended stay there, which would also mean that Fingers isn't a Blackburn but something else.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You are correct.
Like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And, like, you could go the way of maybe it's Vincent's, like, Vincent isn't, if you really want to go, like, a long way around, maybe Vincent's not a Blackburn. Maybe Oliver is coming here because of the situation.
Yeah.
So maybe he's keeping it out
too.
of his house for safety reasons, whatever.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But, like, yeah, like...
Yeah.
Oh, God, I've been waiting for years.
That is a good point. That's a good point. It could be. All right, so...
Which could be why it took time, too.
Yeah.
Because he had to come over once they got there.
Yep. Now, Vera almost stepped on the trap, and this is probably the same one that Nick triggered. The same trap.
Yeah, because they said that
I
it was cut earlier.
Yeah. Yep, the same one.
I think I found the route through. We're definitely close to the house.
The house? That's where you're taking me? Some cabin in the woods?
Kinda. But some describe it more like a mansion.
Whoa.
I know, right?
How does no one know that this is here? It's as big as a castle.
We have our ways. It's not that difficult. Not under any flight path or near any main roads. And even if someone got past the traps, they'd never get through the gate. Not without one of these.
A ring? What's so important about that?
A lot. Most of the time, it's a status symbol. But in this case, it's the key. Literally.
Okay, that's a little weird.
I'd say cool, but that's just me.
Does everyone have one of those?
Once you earn it.
What's with the nasty pig head above the gate?
Sort of like an old mascot. Kinda long story.
Vera and Vincent entered the gate using Vincent's ring. Super interesting.
That was really cool.
Super interesting. Yeah. Vera saw the pig's head above the gate. Now, the pig's head, I had to look this up. Pig's head in a lot of movies and TV shows, and it was like used as the reference to the Lord of the Flies, which means like devil or anything that anything refers to evilness and something that's not good. Some places they leave a pig's head by the doorstep to tell you that if you enter this place, someone will hurt you, so you don't want to come in. But I don't know what is the meaning behind the pig's head. The only thing that Vincent said is it's an old mascot.
Okay.
Yep. But a lot of them is the reference to the Lord of the Flies, that it's the devil. Which I mean, either way, it could be it could be true for the for the family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Now they entered the mansion and we met Fingers.
You're here.
Holy sh! You scared me.
Took you long enough, Vincent.
Do you know what we've been through today? You couldn't have had a car at the airport?
I wasn't able to get one together in time. They're all in use. Maybe if you had given us more notice.
What can I say? I got delayed.
I don't mind you walking, but for you, my dear, I am very sorry we didn't have better arrangements. It's a pleasure to meet you. You wanna put that down, maybe?
Not really.
Vera, this is Fingers.
Obviously a nickname?
Yeah, that would be pretty cruel if it wasn't.
Watch your pockets, hence the name.
Vincent complained that she didn't pick them up. She said all of the cars are in use. That means
Multiple.
they're active.
There's multiple too.
Yep,
Yeah.
there are multiple of them, and they're active. This family is still active.
Yeah, that
and
was the
dysfunctional.
confirming piece of the family is 100% operational and
Yep.
not
Yep.
half and half kind of thing.
Yeah, because remember Boar and Mira's conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boar
Yes.
said, I didn't know if they're still
It
active."
validated everything. Basically this episode, like we were never really doubting her character.
Yeah.
For most of this, we never really doubted her, but this episode alone validated all of Mira's character.
Yes.
It made everything she said, everything she's done 100% fact, true, and basically law.
Yep. So she wasn't just using that statement to go against, Boar and to scare her. Nope, it wasn't. She was telling factual things.
Yes.
Sure. Now, while they were talking, Fingers offered to get the katana cleaned. Of course, she said no. Vincent gave her his weapon. Fingers complained. Then she said, just because it's his house, he can do whatever he wants, right? And Vera said, okay. Finger said, you'll understand soon enough. That means Finger is part of a different family. And we talked about this, part of different family from the, like Vincent and Fingers are in two different family.
Yeah. It very much could be like Mira.
Yeah, yeah. Amsel or Chisholm. Amsel and Chisholm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now, while Nakoma and Nick tracking down the two, Will gets overwhelmed by everything he sees. This is when, like that trailer, is it a trailer? Got overtaken by the tree and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you could see the whole parallel between Vera and Will of the first time and getting overwhelmed with all this information that's given to them. Vera's like, with this family, this is crazy. And then Will's like, this is my first time being outside of the wall. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. So both of them are experiencing this existential crisis.
And here's the crazy thing. Really, the only one that's not dealing with that of our group is obviously Vincent and Nakoma.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else is like, we don't know what the frick we're doing. We're just kind of going.
Yeah. And, I mean, Nick is like freaking out altogether. You know what I mean? Whether they're in Louisiana or
honestly,
not.
rightfully so,
nuts.
though.
Yeah, exactly.
Loverboy's crazy.
I do not blame this guy for a second.
No, imagine if Nick is the only one that pursued Vera. Nick is gone, bro.
Yeah.
Nick would be dead.
Nick is done
Like,
deal.
for real.
Like he woke up because
would-
Will woke him up. You know what I mean?
Right.
He could still be laying there and get attacked by the infected. Who knows?
True.
I was gonna say, I just can't wait for the infected from the arena to come back. Like, I can't wait to see Fredo again.
Where do you think they're heading?
I think they're heading to Alex and them.
The Atlas?
I think they're gonna end up going towards the Atlas.
They're gonna fall behind the Boars team, and then
Yeah.
Either that, I think they're either going to do that. There is a second option. I think they could go back to the arena and like rebuild the arena like dungeon, basically.
Oh, you don't think
that one's much more of a stretch, but I think it could happen. Kind of thing.
So Casey he confirmed that the reason why Cole was in Prim because of Bert's gang.
yeah, the
He's-
BTS.
Yeah.
He said
Yes.
he confirmed that.
So it could be that he could be tracking, Cole could be tracking them again and end up in Westport.
Although
exactly,
your idea about Alvin would have been nice.
Well, Alvin is definitely like change. You know
I mean, because it started out with him and ended with him. That would have been a nice thing.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, but okay. So
I think it'd be really cool if Alvin becomes that translator that you were talking about.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be insane.
Like a midpoint, the missing link kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
He's the point between Ink and Saul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Ink and the Tinks,
yeah.
Bro.
Okay, speaking of which, I know we're gonna segue a little bit. I just want to ask this. Crazy theories, and I want to know you guys' stands on this. Okay?
You're wrong.
It's not coming from me, so I didn't make this assumption. Some people say. I just want to know you guys' thought. We probably already talked about this actually. Cole is Saul.
No.
Ooh.
Where are we at on that?
Cole is Saul?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would be super interesting, super fascinating. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, and this is not
because of the explosion.
Gotcha.
Because of the wear and all of that.
Got it.
I'm going to say yes only because Ace said no, and I think we need to have somebody on both sides of that argument.
Well,
one of us will be right.
I mean,
that's all I'm going to say.
Right.
If
we're going to be back in 100 no matter what.
Yeah.
If Cole is Saul, it only makes sense why he's so dark.
I was gonna say that. We're only saying this not because he's black, okay, or part black. That's hilarious.
He was black?
Yeah, Cole is dark. That's why he's Cole.
Oh, I meant Saul.
Oh,
yes.
you guys Saul. You not hear his words comes out of his mouth.
I guess I kind of always looked at him as like
and Tanya
mixed or something.
Well, at first, my first impression about them, I thought he was like
Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
He black.
You probably.
I definitely think he light skin though.
Yeah.
Could be
like Miles Morales kind of.
He's like quarter.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Yeah.
Like Anthony.
Yeah, but when he turned, that black side of him came out. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. Nakoma climbed a tree because she wants to see a bird's eye view, and she saw the state.
I need to get a better view.
Oh, you go right on ahead. I am so done climbing trees. Stay down here. Thank you very much.
Well, you hear that? Is that normal?
No. That was definitely weird. Nakoma, hurry it up, all right?
Give me at least 2 seconds. Come on.
And then Nick stepped on the trap. Yeah. Nick said, "We gotta hurry up. Who knows?"
He was so impatient, man.
Yeah, he said, "You gotta hurry up. Who knows what sick crap?" He didn't say crap. Vera's going through right now. and
then it goes to her taking a shower.
So I was like, there's nothing sick about that.
Oh,
she's just living the life. She's like, hot water.
This is amazing. Yes, that was a sick crap for sure. She probably pooped, so that's probably a sick poop. She's probably going through that sick poop, so who knows? You know what I mean? Oh, she hasn't pooped since the arena, so. Okay, so Fingers said that.
I hope you like this dress. It's the best I could do on short notice.
A dress? No, I'm not wearing that. Just some pants and a...
Pants? No, absolutely not. Not to this.
Why does it matter what I wear? I don't even know why I'm doing this.
You ever have events in Westport where you had to gussy up a bit? Someone important around you want to impress?
I'm not here to impress anyone. I want to get this all over with as quickly as possible and just get back home.
Well, like I said, this is the first step. Or the second step, now. Chef prepared special gumbo, and even fresh beignets. The food here is about as good as you're ever going to get, and I mean that. We all want to make sure you feel welcome. And who knows, you may actually start to enjoy yourself.
It is a nice dress.
Yeah, I love that color blue. It's actually mine, but I think you should have it.
Thanks.
I'll be waiting for you down the hall. Trust me, this is going to be a night you'll never forget.
She has a dress for her. Vera said no. Fingers said not, because Vera said, just give me pants. And Finger said, no, not pants for this occasion. And then this is the funny thing. And then she said, have you ever gotten dressed to meet someone important in Westport? And I was like, no, because Vera is the important person.
There is the important person.
There is no one else.
Yeah, she's
Vera
the
and her
person.
mom are the ones that people are dressing up for.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have to do that.
No.
You know? But they still don't know, right? I mean, I guess if they know who Vera is,
They know who Vera is.
Yeah, they do.
no, being yeah,
Yeah, because she was
100%.
like, I'm sorry, like I don't care about you getting a car, but she definitely needs a car.
No, I'm talking about being linked to CJ, president of the Westport.
I think they know.
I think they probably know that.
I 100% think
I mean,
Yeah.
Oliver just landed her last name when they met up.
Yeah.
Also the fact that Fingers instantly knew who she was
Well-
and knew that it was his daughter probably leads to what we were talking about earlier, is that family at least knows that she's his daughter.
I almost said that point, but we actually know that Vincent and Fingers talked like behind in the background to tell them about this whole thing.
During her
so he
blackout
probably
time.
he probably told her.
All he said was that we're on our way.
No, like in the like they had a conversation through radio.
Yeah.
Some were in the way, like
I thought he
the
sent it
plane.
like Morse code.
No, I don't think so. I think he just gave him the whole information there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same with that. At some point during when Vera was blacked out, he may have communicated with them on the radio.
Yeah, and
on the plane.
Talk to her.
We're just assuming here that to piece that how Fingers know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He sent a message, yes, but I thought it was. I didn't think it was just straight over the radio because of the way that he was saying it. Because then he complained about the way he had to send the message.
Well,
if he just had to talk over a radio, what other way would there be to send a message?
Yeah, you're right. But at some point,
I think he's been sending messages since Prim.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be it too. Because she seem surprised. Like,
I know.
You know,
she knew that she was coming.
She came in. It's like, who's this? You know.
That's what I'm saying. She knew.
Yeah.
But if somebody's coming in and saying, "Hey, we have the head person's daughter with me,"
right?
But you have no idea that there's you're gonna be asking a lot of questions about why do you think that she's Oliver's daughter? Like, you're not just gonna go, "Oh, okay," and then you instantly treat her with the respect that you would somebody who's royalty.
Right.
You wouldn't just.
I think because it's the family. Like,
I think
that's the reason they give no doubt.
Well, I think they know.
Like,
I think they absolutely know.
I mean, even Vincent knows. Like when Vera and Oliver first met, but before he introduced himself, Vincent asked her, "Do you know who that guy is yet?" And Vera was like, "No."
Yeah.
And then that's when.
Yeah.
So
I think the family absolutely knows that she's his daughter and that they know that she exists.
No, that's what I'm saying though. I could have used that earlier as my defense, but at the same time, it could also be like, Vincent told her in the middle of this whole thing, like, you will not believe what just happened. Oliver apparently has a daughter, and she's with me, and I'm bringing her there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, gave him all that information.
I think there would have been an appropriate time for her to know. It was just because of Nick, in the spur of the moment when he got the journal, and then that little letter to go out on a mission, and he made that fake mission, and it ended up having Vera on the team. And they go, if that didn't happen, I have a feeling that Vera at some point would have met with the three, Dean, Ruth, and Mira, and broke down the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
But it's still, like, I know this is a story, but IRL, what are the odds? You know what I mean?
Right.
You met Vera, and you got kidnapped, and then the odds of seeing her, meeting her there, you know what I mean? It's such a crazy odds.
Now that I keep thinking about it, your point of view.
I don't think they're as crazy as you think. I mean, my brother has gone to the Coliseum, like, for school trips. Like, he's taken his students there multiple times. When he was at the Coliseum one time, another country, he saw somebody he knew from the U.S. at the Coliseum. I mean, stuff like that happens all the time. We were down at a game in Washington, and he saw one of his students down there for a game. I mean, it's when you have a limited amount of people, especially like then your population size is significantly smaller down there, or in this world, and then you have the status of who's who. The bad guys, the good guys, the chance of meeting somebody in that situation is significantly higher than what we would generally think, I would say. What
are you going to say, Ace?
Okay. I'd say, yeah, no, I was just agreeing with him. I've seen a lot of situations. I've been in situations like that. Like, shoot, my best friend from college in Texas ended up becoming really good friends with another best friend of mine from Michigan, from the other side of the country, and we all three of us just so happened to run into each other in a third state. And it wasn't and it was just like a chance thing. Like me and the one friend, like we went together, but the dude from Texas, like I hadn't talked to in like 4 years. So I had no idea he was gonna be there. And just so happened to run into him.
Mine is my POV on that one is in their time or in their era where people, I would even say like 55, maybe 60% of people stays inside the walls.
That's the thing, is that means you only have like 8 places you can run into those same people.
No, I get it, but
I think the odds are a lot higher.
And seeing there and meeting each other, getting captured. I feel like it's a lot harder than,
But if you're gonna get captured, if you're going to see somebody, that's gonna be where it's at.
Yeah, it's yeah, sure. Okay. Finger said that she has. Oh, sorry. Vincent was worried that Vera left Fingers.
Yeah.
Finger said, "Don't worry, I have someone watching the cameras. She won't get that far." Now, when she said this, do you think Nakoma, Will, and Nick will get caught because someone watching the camera?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
100%.
I never thought they would get there like unscathed.
Yeah.
I had zero doubt in my mind.
Right.
For multiple reasons, it's never that smooth, especially with these guys.
Yeah.
Also,
especially with Nick freaking out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude is not careful at all.
He's gonna be yelling at the gate. I know for sure.
Also, at this point, let's just acknowledge like the brother sisterly love or bantering between Fingers and Vincent. I freaking love that. The way they played off each other and teased each other that whole time was hilarious.
That was good.
It's kind of like a more mellow and less crazy scratch and latch. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah. That's very true.
Okay. This is the unhinged, broken scratch and latch.
Because they're bantering in, sort of survival. You know what I mean? They're fighting and things like that. But
but almost all of their fighting, it was almost getting violent every time.
Right,
these two are just these two are I'm gonna spit in your coffee.
Yeah.
They have that kind of level of violence toward each other. They're like, hey, so how'd you get that cut? That's it. They're not gonna actually pull out a knife and try to cut the other person.
Now when they got out and they were the dining room, which by the way, I was kind of right last episode when I said the only reason why they're going to Louisiana is to try the gumbo. Guess what they did?
Nice.
Now Vincent,
he's got a point.
Yeah, right. Now let's talk about Fingers real quick.
Hey, look, I get it. Keeping a weapon nearby for comfort. But maybe you might consider something a little smaller for the occasion? Like this one? Easy to conceal in a dress.
Oh.
She just likes to show off her fancy kunai knife. Bit of a family relic.
You know it.
You carry that around, but still want to take away mine? And you wonder why I don't trust you people.
Oh, come on. I was only playing. I'm just trying to get you to relax.
That isn't playing. I'm keeping this with me, thank you. I don't care how it looks.
Suit yourself. It's not like it would matter anyway. That katana's big and slow. It's better to be quick and quiet.
And you are neither.
This might be one of my ridiculous assumptions, but you can tell me I'm wrong. Actually, you can tell me now I'm wrong. It's completely fine. Let's talk about...
You're wrong.
Thank you. Fingers real quick. She insisted Vera to take the katana away, right?
Right.
Keep that in mind. And offered the kunai. Because she said the katana are big and slow, but the kunai is fast and easy. This could be Michael's killer.
Oh.
We know that she's not part of the Blackburn family, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not part of the Blackburn family, or I mean, what A said earlier. She could be a Blackburn.
From a different house.
Yeah. She could be Blackburn, but Vincent is not. Anyway, in my theory of she's not a Blackburn family, and we know Angel, probably not a Blackburn. He might be an Amsel. It's actually not confirmed.
I thought Casey confirmed that Angel is an Amsel.
Okay. So
yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Yeah. Now she could be the informant to Vincent and told him about what happened in Westport. You know, when Vincent told Nick that you need to go home, see Pegs. Michael, Fingers told him about that whole thing.
Okay, so they
could have been together before he got caught.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they could have been together before they got
that's a
caught.
good
They
theory.
could have been it could have been in the messages going from Prim or whatever.
Yes.
Like, there's a couple different ways they could definitely that info could have been shared very easily between the two of them.
And then
Makes sense.
I don't want it to be Fingers, man.
And then my layer of that theory is when she said that kunai are fast and easy. What did Vincent say? You're not. And we saw that when the Michael situation happened.
Yeah.
Michael, heard the person who was attacking him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't fast and easy. And he got stabbed.
Yep. That is a big possibility. I didn't put that one in there.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you very much.
But it probably makes sense because how he he mentioned kunai knife, so it made it aware. There's a knife that stabbed Michael, and he it might be true.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Don't forget there was a knife that was thrown. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Kunai are very well known for being throwing weapons.
Dang.
Absolutely.
Like, it's very stereotypical, but at the same time, they are known for that for a reason.
Yes. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
That's good.
Anyway,
that's good.
After that is we meet Oliver. He came in.
Vera.
I am so sorry, sir. She doesn't mean that. We can.
I mean every word of it.
I'm sure you do. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected anything different. You really do have so much of your mother in you.
What?
I'm sorry. I know this is all very sudden and new to you, but I already know so much about you, Vera. You have no idea how long I've waited for this moment.
That makes one of us.
Have you figured out who that is yet?
No?
I'm the patriarch of the family. Used to go by an alias years ago. Jeremy.
So? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
It should, Vera Zhang. My real name is Oliver Blackburn. I'm your father.
What a glorious entrance.
That was great.
Yes.
You knew it was happening, and it was just building up.
It's like, finally, he enters the main story.
So giddy.
I was too. I was working.
I was freaking out so hard the moment I heard the door enter open. I was like,
I was just like, when's he gonna say it? When's he gonna say it? When's he gonna say it?
oh my
man.
god.
Yeah.
It was good.
And then it's like hearing his voice gives you like nostalgia. You know what I mean? Oh, that's his voice.
Dude, I heard it and I was just like melting.
I was like, oh man.
It's like, it's my man, my guy.
I mean, I
the
heard
legend.
I heard it three
knew.
times.
Yeah, I knew. Ace, you would have been going nuts over that scene.
I know, exactly. I listened to it 3 times, and every time I hit to the end, I get that chill feels like, yes, it finally happened.
And also at the same time, no, because it's like, it's the end of the episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You hear the door open, you're like, no, don't do it to me. Don't end it. Stop.
Dang, man.
What a great
Casey,
entrance.
the menace of cliffhangers.
Yeah, no kidding.
So good.
I'm Oliver. I'm your father. Luke, I am your father.
I could
You know
just
that's actually
imagine.
not the line?
Yeah, I know. He
Oh,
says
yeah, Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, Luke, I am your father. Yep. But yeah, dude, what a whoever said that this episode is boring.
They should just shut up. So I didn't say it was boring, but somebody said that it was like mind blowing, and I'm like, not really. Like the end of it was very, very climactic, and a lot of the middle of it was basic information.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. It was just delivering and still kind of setting the scene for the big deliver, which was at the end of the episode, kind of thing. Because quite frankly, everything that happened with Nakoma and Nick and Will wasn't very big, except for they landed and they started walking.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we didn't find anything new about them. We didn't really discover anything else. I mean, it was just storyline for them.
Yeah.
The biggest part of the episode was her, like, the family getting revealed more.
Yeah.
And diving into that lore. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, but you should
That
learn.
was definitely the point of the whole episode.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
But you should learn on Scout's honor that this could be a boring episode, but we make it so interesting.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't disagree with that.
You know what I mean? Like, we can come up with ridiculous, even cases probably like, I don't mean that.
Bull crappy things. Like, what?
And we don't even do it for content wise. We just do it because we love talking about this.
Right.
And let's be honest, we don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. We're like trying.
Why do you think when we started this podcast?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
because we're just like, hey, we talk about this one thing that happened for hours on end.
Yeah.
Why don't we record it?
Yeah, let's record this.
This is so good.
And hope somebody else likes to listen.
Right.
Well, we
I will
started
tell
to
you though,
grab people though.
Honestly, it's so bittersweet because sometimes it's so hard because of the fact that it's like, oh, well, now I have to wait to talk about it.
I don't.
I can't just like pull out the phone and be like, guys,
We can
this
still
happened.
talk about it.
Right. You know what I don't get though? Okay, I'm not judging you people that do this, but what I don't get, this is mind-boggling to me. Like, how are you people just wait till the whole season is over before you listen? Like, I do not get that. I like want to know right now.
Wait.
No, I want to know right now.
They don't like having to wait episode by episode.
Yeah, but just
I don't like waiting 6 months for it all to come out.
Yeah, just the thought of someone knows about this, but I don't. Is just crazy to me.
That's what people call FOMO.
No, I understand that, but it's
And
like
I will not say that you're wrong.
because I do the same thing with any shows that I watch, any animes that I watch. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna watch this. You know what I mean?
America's Got Talent.
I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. Like, dude. Give me cliffhanger. I don't care. I'm still gonna listen to this. You know what I mean?
My guy.
But anyway, wow, what a great episode. Thank you, Casey.
It was a great episode.
Good
Thank
episode,
you, Casey, for that great episode. Someone enjoyed this episode more than all of us, and that's Ace, because finally this family thing is happening.
Yeah.
Been waiting for this. He's been waiting for this since before he lost half of his brain.
This guy.
Only half of us thought that was funny.
I say that all the time. Every time I introduce him to people.
Oh my gosh.
I do.
Savage.
Ask him. I even said it to his wedding. I did say that.
You said a lot at the wedding.
That's true. Anyway.
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
Ace, your character is mad.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. We really hope you enjoyed this. And if you enjoyed our my ridiculous claim, then please let us know. We'd love to talk to you. Casey, if you listen to this, please be proud of us. Thank you again for this episode. Yes, we'll see you guys next week.
Late.
Bye.
Laters.
Bye.
Son.
Jay. I forgot. Every time.